What's happening, YouTube? Another video from G Body Auto. So I was just sitting here in this 2008 Acura MDX, and the shifter got some problems where you got to push the key down to put it in gear. I don't know why yet. Probably the neutral safety switch is out or something. I'm not sure. So I was actually just going to start doing some body work on the front. Minor body work on this thing. It just came in. I need an inspection next week. So I said, let me tackle this right quick. This should be easy. Just pop this up and be done, But no, Acura made this a pain to deal with. And there's no videos on how to really take this middle console out to get to your shifter. There's a couple videos out for your armrest, and that's a good start, but nothing further than that. This is a pain to deal with. So I want to let you guys see what I did. So sorry I already started the video. I wasn't planning on recording, but right here there's two trim pieces, one for each side. Basically these right here. Okay. So these, you just get your pry tool, pull these out, and then there's like four screw holes, if you can see that. Sorry, the sun is coming from the other side. Yeah, it's 4 of those, and that releases it's 4 on the other side also, and that will release your armrest. See if I can get this other side for you. Yeah, so you can see the screw holes there, and back there. You have to scoot your seat back a little bit. So move those trim pieces, then that armrest will come right off. It just, even the way it flips open, that's actually where your screw holes go, and the whole thing just falls apart when you take it up. So that was pretty simple. Getting this, you would think it would just pop up. You work your way around, pop up. I popped up the back. I pretty much got stuck here. It's so tight. Everything is so tight. And actually a couple of them broke. It's so tight. So it's supposed to be the spring clamps on there. And every time I pull it up, you can just hear the other ones fall down on the inside. So I found out that down here by the footrest, you really have to start back here to even get this loose. You might get to right here and you start struggling because all these are angled, like almost angled backwards, so you can't even pull up on the thing. Let's see if I can get I don't know if you can see that, but they're going straight down, but the way it go in is they're angled. So you get stuck right here. So I found out if you pull this kick panel, start back here and just pop it back, each one back, then you get access over here, and there's a screw right here. I don't think that really affects this. You really just need this to get loose, so you can remove that away from that center console. So where I'm at now, you still can't pull this up. You know why? Because if they made it just a little better, a little bit more space, you'll be able to get it past this. But now you got to take the radio out, which look like it's not that bad. Look like it's just a screw here and maybe a screw there. So I'll pause it and see where we're at. All right, guys, so I took out those 4 screws. Actually, it was 2 on that side and 2 on that side. I thought that radio face was separate from this, but they're together, as you can see. I'm gonna try to set this down, see if I can pull this thing out. Got nowhere to put it. Let's see if I can just hold it right quick. I don't know, sorry about that. Let me pause it. All right, I had to unplug that radio. I thought I could just lift it up and then pull this console. It got loose, but man. So there's several plugs in there for your heated seats and stuff like that. So you have to put your car in neutral or put it in drive, set your emergency brake, make sure you do that. But I'm trying to get this thing out. These plugs are so tight too, won't let you move. So I'm gonna pause it again and I'll get this out the way. All right, so I didn't even take off all of it. The main thing that was hanging me up was this one, this clip here. So get your pry, get your pry tool. Just remove that from that hole. That way it gives you some room. You just move the trim piece to the side. So my main goal is to get to this thing and try to figure out what's going on with the why it's not being able to shift. You put the key in there, you can't take it out of park without pushing down that lever. So before I got the vehicle, it was already like that. So I'm gonna see what's going on here. All right, guys. So this thing is the worst probably design I've ever seen on just taking apart trim for a shifter. I'm still fighting with it. So there's 2 screws here. You have to take out those 2, and then they have another set of screws down here. You might or might not have to use it. I didn't even when I took them out, they were actually a smaller size. Now, thank you, Acura, for using a smaller bit. If you don't have access to several different sizes, then it's not gonna work out for you. Regular screwdriver is not gonna get those out. But like I said, you might not have to take them out anyway. I just end up prying the thing out from under it because I took off those screws and this thing barely moved. Everything is so locked in, it's so weird. So then I ended up having to unplug all these, and they're push tabs, and then the light goes around here. It's routed around this little hook area down there, and that's kind of tough to get out. And then you have to really pop down this sleeve. Usually, with shifters, you can pull them down with your finger pretty easy. Now yours may be able to pull down easy. I've pulled down so many over years easily. I had to actually pry it really tough, hard to get it off, get it down. And then it don't make it easy where you just screw it on. No. Or, some easy little tab you push in and pull it off. No. What they do? Put in 2 screws from the front that you have to unscrew. And then this thing will probably slide off. So I'm going to do that and then get back with you. There you have it. So I have to take those 2 screws out. Be careful because they will fall down in there. I had a magnetic end on mine, so it caught it. And you can't just bag them off a little bit and then pull it off. No, you got to take them all the way out. So Acura, very disappointed. Now I buy a lot of Acuras. I love the foreign cars. I recommend them highly. But the MDX, I haven't really had a whole lot of experience with these, especially doing work like this. I've never done that with these. So this was highly disappointing to go through all that, all these screws, take apart all that just to get to your shifter. Now, usually you have to take apart your shifter trim to get to your radio because it's locked in down there. But the opposite way, no. It's very frustrating. So anyway, get to this and get to the root of this problem. But that is the safety switch right here. So you have to push this down to put it in gear. So I don't know what has failed down there, but I know sometimes you can just bypass them in the past. It's better to, of course, buy the part you need. But sometimes when you're in a jam, you just, you get some bread and some peanut butter and you make a sandwich. So anyway, I'm gonna get this figured out, and either way I go, I need to get back to this body work. It's really not that bad. It's a pushed in bumper, but and replacing fog lights down there and pulling out the little fender being. So anyway, just want to do a little video since I'm out here, didn't plan for it, and hope you guys can benefit from this. And you probably will break some tabs here and there. Don't worry about it. Most of this stuff will hold it back in once you clip everything back. I even broke, I think, one of them that was over. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't, because that trim goes all the way across here, this one here. So you have to do all that to get to it also. All that's locked in together, because that trim comes all the way down here and it locks in the one that's right here. So it's blocking everything here. So you have to take apart those 2. This one was really easy, but I almost feel like it was going to break each one. But there you have it. So another video from G Body Auto. Hope we helped you out. And y'all have a good rest of the day. G-Body Auto, we out. One more thing I did want to add, just show you kind of a little bit how it works. So when you press that down, this actually goes forward and it allows this to go down and go, look, up there. Yeah, I dropped that piece. I gotta dig that out. But anyway, you can remove that piece. So basically it allows the shifter to bypass it. That's all it's doing. And then once you release the brake, because it's supposed to work off the brake, and they put this there just in case if the switch fails or something like that. So when you push the brake down, it releases that, pulls that lever back, and now your shifter can move. So I believe this is the plug that operates that deal. It's like a motor right here. So it pulls it back, which pulls the spring back like this, and then it lets it bypass it. So if you're in the jam, you can just remove that. Like you can just leave it out like that. Like I said, I always recommend actually replacing the part you need. But like I said, if you stuck at home, you need to go to work. Hey, you gotta break this thing down. You gotta get moving until your part comes. So definitely, you can see now that it works without no interference. So I'm about to get that part ordered. But yeah, there you have it. I just wanted to add that little thing to the video so you can know actually how that operates. So now that's removed, you can remove yours temporarily until your part comes in. That way you're able to be mobile, unless you just want to continue to push down your key. If you can't afford it at the moment, if you know it's going to be some months, hey, you want to keep, that's going to get irritating. Just break this down and take that apart, and make sure you keep that piece that I dropped. I got to dig that out. And that way, when you replace that switch, you'll be good to go again. So there you have it. Just want to add that on. G-Body Auto, we out.